feared through Killarney. Now I'm back, hitching with the wind. But if Mickey Flynn should ever find me, I'll throw me caution all behind me and square off on that son of a bitch again. He cracked open a river too, he beat me Sunday through and through, danced a jig over my unconscious frame. I won me healthy sheriff fights, well lucky son, still happy life since Mickey Flynn beat me dumb and lame.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Whiskey Ramble. I am Steve, your host, and I'm actually very sober right now, which is weird. I'm here joined with Shane. I think this is our first, maybe second show where we're just branching out on our own of just Whiskey Ramble podcast. So keep an eye out on a new link. We're going to send on the old Twitter handle first and then tag in the new Twitter handle because I created it and then I was dying for 2 weeks.
Which is also why we haven't done a show.
Yeah. So I've been dying for 2 weeks. I still have a bad cough, and it was the first time I've legitimately been sick in like 2 years. It was not pleasurable. I was just waiting for the inevitable death, but it never came. So I'm still here, and I'm still able to drink and talk to you people.
This is weird. I gotta be honest. So this is the first time that you've entered a show. I think any show. Not at least a little buzzed.
Yeah.
So you're like effectively, and for all the new listeners, we try to do a drink count for him, but I usually lose track halfway through. But he's about 2 sips into his 2 fingers there that he started with. So this is the soberest of Steves you'll find.
Yeah, it's weird. So towards the end of the show, you'll see the change for once. Because usually I already start off a little slurred. But this is the best that I've felt in probably all my 28 years on this earth, because the Chiefs are actually in the Super Bowl. And I'm fully expecting the failure of Andy Reid to happen in the Super Bowl, and then I'll just go right back to my clinical depression. But, in this one moment, though, things are going well in the life of Steve, because the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl and the Flyers are still doing all right.
Right.
So, that's all I've got. I still haven't had sex, so there's nothing else good.
Nothing else to report on those fronts.
Yeah, it's just sports.
But it goes to sit there and look, for all the people that sit there and say, I don't understand why you're so mad at sports. I don't understand why. The entire reason Steve's alive right now is the Chiefs' Super Bowl run right now. So we have sports to thank for this show and Steve's existence.
Yeah. I was watching it, the whole playoffs, man.
Where did you watch? Did you watch at the bar or did you watch at home?
Yeah, I watched it at Hazy's.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I was really dying during the bye week, so that was good. My biggest days of near death were during the bye week, so I didn't have to struggle with stress.
Clinging on with life. Just for that NFC Championship game. Or divisional round first.
Yeah. So I was able to lose money, but the Titans won me a lot of money. All right, the Titans, I thank them for cutting my losses in these playoffs because I actually profited because of them winning those 2 games. I bet on them as straight up money line underdog, and it worked out twice. And then I couldn't bet against the Chiefs, so
smart.
So I'm going.
How much did you win? Like, what was the
what's that for the Titans?
Yeah, for each of those weeks.
I would say I bet like $100 and I got like $150.
Nice.
So that's all accumulated of everything I did. But it was good because I just knew the Titans were going to win both games, and when I'm writing my analysis, usually it's bad. Usually I'm negative, but I'm a realist. So if I say something that's negative, and usually turns out to be true because I'm smart. I'm smarter than everyone else I know in sports.
There you go.
I don't understand how these people have jobs in sports management, and I don't. But
I don't know, but Connor Barwin just got your job
right?
in sports. Special advisor, special assistant to the GM, to Howie Roseman over there.
He's going to continue to ISEP to Philly.
So, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Man of the people, Connor Barwin.
Special assistant to the general manager.
Correct.
What the fuck does he do?
Nothing.
Does he get him coffee?
Maybe.
Give him a pat on the ass every day?
Possibly.
They'll rub one out.
I don't know, man. Like, Connor Barwin's a big dude. Like, his whole hand must, cup, both cheeks at once for Howie. He's a small guy.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Don't worry.
And like you could do that because like you have normal sized hands. So if you needed a cup of cheek, you'd only cup one.
I was at the bar last night, and Mike Vrabel saying that he would chop his dick off for a Super Bowl win. So I'm talking to my buddy at the bar, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, he's got to have a huge dick." So we end up like talking about Mike Vrabel's dick for like 15 minutes.
Totally normal.
All right, we've had way too much dick talk. Let's just do a shot.
So did you guys meet in the bathroom after that? Is that what happened?
No.
All right, just wondering.
No, but I could kind of like feel like the awkward stare from like the old woman that was sitting next to me.
I would have kept it going
we're just
then.
sitting here at the bar talking about penises.
Yeah, I would have kept that
Just
going.
Mike Vrabel's penis, and then I kept saying like, no, he's probably just not circumcised, so he's gonna use that, just get a circumcision.
Oh, just to be normal.
Yeah.
I understand. 40-some years on this planet, and he decides this is how he's going to become normal. Win a Super Bowl, chop off the extra skin.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not a bad plan.
All right. He's got to recover after, just wallowing, drinking elation. I don't know. I didn't win a single bet this week. We always talk about our bets, and I was hard 0% in betting this weekend.
Did you bet dumb shit again, though? Or like?
Yeah, I was betting on the fight Saturday night.
All right, so what
So
did you take?
Okay, it was a Russian versus like a Brazilian guy, and I had no idea who was who, and I just bet the Russian.
Okay.
And I bet for him to win by a knockout in the third round. Okay,
It's very specific. Okay,
the odds were plus 5,500. He won by knockout in the second round.
Wow.
And I was like, God damn it!
How much did you? Just $5?
It was just $5.
Yeah.
Paid out like $275.
Nice.
So if I would have been, I don't know MMA, so I can't say I'm smarter than anybody else in that because I'm always wrong.
That's fair. For all of that, go to TJ is one of us, Scott.
Yeah.
At SP Novik. He's your guy.
And then I bet on the Holly Holm fight. I bet her to win by knockout in the second round. And once the second round ended, I'm like, I'm flipping the script. I'm going with the other chick. And that did not work out.
Nice.
I think Holly Holm won by points. And I just took the other girl straight up. And yeah, not smart. Then I took McGregor to win by knockout in the second round. And that fight literally lasted longer than you do in bet.
Well, that's uncalled for.
Just 30 seconds.
40 seconds, first of all.
Oh, sorry. Are we talking about the fight or how long you last in bet?
No, the fight was 40 seconds. I usually have a problem coming. Like, that's an issue. At a certain point, you start thinking of anything else. But it's all right. So you lost. Why do you bet on things that you don't like know or understand? That's weird.
Because I'm watching it with people, and I might as well like give myself a rooting interest.
All right. Well, I think it's moronic, but
it is. It's not. It's not.
Why don't you at
all.
least text Scott and just be like, "Hey, Scott, I know you're drunk right now at a bar watching all of the undercards. Why don't you tell me who I should bet?" And he will not steer you the wrong way.
I had really bad connection problems. All right, and go to my friend's house and
well enough to get onto FanDuel and make your bets.
I had to go outside. But I was every time like he has like people over, I'm always in the same spot. And he was trying to like, no, Steve, you sit right here. I'm like, nah, I'm good right here by the trash with my whiskey. I just stand in this spot.
There you go. I got a spot everywhere I go to. Every single event or party or whatever gathering that I go to, I got my spot. Because I'm like antisocial. I'm like you. Like, this is weird that we do a podcast.
Yeah.
So people always talk to me. I don't know if this happens to you, but people hear that you do a podcast or anything like that. And they're like, oh, wow, man, you must be a good time. Like, you must talk a lot and be outgoing. And I'm like, fucking absolutely not.
Depends how drunk I am.
It would not matter at all for me one way or the other. I am not fun to be around. Except for on this show. Keep listening.
Yeah. You bounce off my drunkenness with your soberness, and then sometimes you sound drunk.
It's true. It's weird. You get progressively more drunk, and maybe I just get progressively more tired of like understanding it. That I begin to just meet that. I'm like the Flyers. I just meet the level of my competition across the room on the mic, where I'm like, you know what? He sounds fucked. I'm gonna sound fucked, and that's how I fit in this world, or at least in this podcast.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you not bet on any of the NFL games this weekend?
I did. I bet on the Chiefs, and I passed out, so I didn't do the Niners. But I probably would have taken the Niners. I was just Chiefs and a lot of prop bets. Last week against the Texans, 24-0. Everybody's like hounding on me, like, "Oh no, it's Andy. The Chiefs suck. They're ruining it. This is how they blow it this year." And I'm like, "Seems like it. Seems like it." And then they come back.
You know that they were only like plus 275, down 24 points.
Yeah, right.
Like that's when I put $5 down on them again. I was like, fuck it.
In that game, I took the Chiefs straight up. I took Mahomes over 300 yards passing. I took Mahomes over 13.5 yards rushing, and then I took Mecole Hardman
2 yards
over 20.5 yards receiving. He got 19.
I was
luckily,
so angry.
FanDuel gives you your money back, so I put $30 on that, and that's like the most like I'll do.
What the fuck did they give you your money back for?
Because only one of my legs didn't hit.
That is bizarre.
Yeah, I know, but I was thankful for it. It was $30. I didn't lose. So
okay.
Yep, and then what was the next game?
What, last week?
Yeah, Tennessee, Baltimore. No, what was the fucking last game? Seattle. I took Seattle straight up.
Okay.
And they lost, so I'm not smart in betting. I'm just a fucking dumb human being, but I'm smarter than these sports management people.
As long as it doesn't involve betting. Yeah, this week I went 2 for 5 on my bets. Let's see. I hit on Steve's pouring another like 2-3-ish fingers in for the drink count. So I won my 16.5 over for completions for Tannehill. I thought there's no way that they were going to be in this game. He's going to be throwing a lot. No way he doesn't complete 17 passes.
How many yards did he get?
I don't know how many yards he got.
I haven't even looked at I just know I lost because I'm a failure.
But then I needed A.J. Brown to not drop that pass with 28 seconds left or whatever, and I would have won another bet. That one lost. This is why prop bets usually screw me unless I can bet during the game. Like, if I bet before the game, a prop bet, guarantee I'm going to lose. With the exception of, obviously, the Tannehill bet. Yeah. But that was the cool thing about FanDuel, which you've just signed up for right as I made my exit.
Yeah.
Which is weird. But
that's two funny things. You left FanDuel, and I joined them because I got a promo code, and it's addicting because I don't think this money is real, and I can do all these stupid, silly, fucking same game parlay bets, and then I keep doing it, and I can't stop.
Look, they're fun. The site just crashes constantly. Yeah. But on FanDuel, you can bet different prop bets throughout the game. So you can kind of feel out that game. I don't think I ever lost a live bet that I made with FanDuel. Just seeing the way the game was being played out, seeing the way it was being called, seeing the way that each coaches were kind of doing what they were doing. It was so easy. But Parks does not allow you to do that. So Parks, step up your game, allow me to live bet and do different prop bets. And it constantly, that was the other thing was kind of shitty about FanDuel. I don't know if you noticed it when you were betting. But if you are betting during the game, the odds are constantly fluctuating as to where those are, and so are the specs of the trade or of the bet. So if, for argument's sakes, you had 13.5 yards last week for Mahomes running.
Yeah.
3 minutes into that game, he may have rushed for 3 yards, and that changes. And now they think whatever reason he's going to run for 28 yards.
It's it's always adjusting the over/under too.
It's constantly moving. So every time I had a bet in, you had to wait 10 seconds, and there was no way to remove that 10 seconds. And on the 9th second,
that changed.
It would just go to locks, and I'm like, mother. And inevitably, those would hit, and I would not get paid out. So FanDuel, if they put some money that they're winning off us into their servers,
right.
I will gladly go back to FanDuel. But Parks is doing it right now.
Over the week, I bet on soccer, and I lost every single one because soccer is stupid.
You and my buddy Lou.
What, betting on soccer?
Mm-hmm.
I bet this one game to be a draw. I can't even. It was Mirandes and Cadiz. It's some fucking second Spanish league. And then I bet on the underdog in a French league, and I forgot that the favorite is the best team, Paris Saint-Germain. They're the best French team, and I forgot that, so I clearly lost that. Then I bet on the FA Cup. I got one win, and I got another loss, and it's just when you just get one wrong, it just makes you feel really shitty. Before that, I bet on Clemson to win the national championship.
I won that bet.
And I thought there was an opportunity for them to come back, but then their linebacker got ejected, and I was like, oh, this is fucked. I lost.
Yeah. So I took that one. I had LSU. So that won me, I don't know, $25, whatever it was. Or whatever it is. I put 25 on it.
Oh, well. I'm still stupid. I can't even, like, they don't want me to remember my one bet besides the odds. It was the Russian guy to get a knockout in the third round. $5 to win $275. That would have been huge. Would have been great. And I probably would have blown it all on hookers and blow.
There you go.
All $275 of it, just one tug on my dick, and that's it.
One tug, one sniff, that's it.
That's what $275 can get you, probably. I don't know. I'm out of the game.
You're out of the game. Oh, that's awesome.
But yes, back to the happy part. The Chiefs are in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I can't believe Andy Reid made it to the Super Bowl. He's now 2-5 in conference championship games, which is still a terrible record. But
yeah,
I'm just glad that Tyrann Mathieu and Frank Clark are here, because they're not going to fuck it up. They're actually like changing this defense single-handedly.
Dude, so Tyrann, he's ridiculous. So
I know. He was literally everywhere.
Well, he was everywhere, but like I have like this big pet peeve. It's mainly because I'm an Eagles fan and I have to watch the Eagles fail to tackle constantly.
Yeah.
What the Eagles, everyone on that defense tries to do, and it does not matter who I'm talking about right now that's in midnight green on Sundays for the Eagles. They could be my favorite player. They are still dog shit tacklers. There's not, I'm convinced, not a single good tackler on that defense. And I'm like, would you just fucking hit, wrap, and drive them down? Like, just, it's basic fucking football.
Honey Badger does it.
He doesn't, though. He just comes in like just out of nowhere and throws a shoulder so hard at someone, and he just stands up and then does his whole thing because he's an actor.
Yeah, did you see the one that was? I think they did like a pitch play or a screen to Dion Lewis, and Honey Badger just rolled in and just leveled the guy.
Yeah.
I was like, this was almost like Shelton Brown and Reggie Bush.
Yeah, without the spear.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like he is
100% hit stick. It was so good.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah. He's so strong. It's legitimately like Madden in 2004, where that joystick was just discovered. You were like, wait, I can just run into someone a little bit harder right now, and that's going to work.
Might cause a fumble too.
That's it. But he's filthy, man. He is, and he's so weird. Like his lower half does not look like strong enough to be able to like send him in to these types of hits, but he does. He's just. I don't know, man. He's so fucking good. So fucking good.
Like I said it when
nice 75 false starts, by the way, or offsides by Frank Clark.
Yeah, but he's never lined up offsides.
He has not forded it. That's true.
He made it a point to say that too.
Did he?
That dig at D Ford, and I think he's hurt, but it is interesting. It's Frank Clark and D Ford, both in the Super Bowl.
They are both in the Super Bowl.
It would be fucking hilarious if you lined up offside.
And that's how you guys win?
Yeah. That would be great. But I keep getting texts like, do you still hate Andy Reid? You know, you gotta love him now. You're in the Super Bowl. And I'm like, yeah, but he has to win it. And it's not him. I mean, I know he's a great offensive genius, but the way he's able to get over the hump is everything is coming like perfect. There's a word there and I can't think of it. Damn it, this always happens. I'm drunk.
But you're not.
I know.
Maybe you need to drink more, and the words will come back to you.
All right. Well, everything came to like fruition, I guess. Maybe that's the word. Everything's playing out perfectly for them. But now San Francisco is a tough team. But Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator for a team that blew a 28-3 Super Bowl lead.
Certainly was.
So there's that. But and so those facts aside, the other fact is that Patrick Mahomes II is truly the Lord and Savior of the Chiefs.
He's unreal.
He is unbelievable what he can do. And in the playoffs now it's shown with his running, which he never really utilized before.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
He hasn't like utilized it like he is now. Like he's had like his big runs, he's had his crucial runs, but
he's weird too, man, because like the way that he's extending in the pocket, I feel like he's always, again, like a Madden thing, I feel like he's always moving the wrong fucking way. He's always moving backwards and spinning deeper, towards his own end zone. And I'm like, the fuck are you doing? Meanwhile, you watch like a Russell Wilson who's just slippery with shoulder dips and like always climbing up into the pocket and then skirting around right towards either line of scrimmage and just towing that line, literally, trying to do what he's going to do. And Patrick Mahomes is just like, no, I'm just fucking faster and more elusive than most people. I'm going to run backwards until and he's got the strong enough arm that he can just gun something, 25 yards downfield for Sammy Watkins falling down.
Off his back foot.
Right? I was like, and Sammy Watkins with a great catch there, too. It's ridiculous. Man, I didn't realize that Sammy Watkins, by the way, 3 touchdowns. I knew, because we talked about it in our inaugural Chiefs show.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns that first week. I didn't realize he didn't score a touchdown the rest of the year. I think it just was out of sight, out of mind for me.
Yeah, because he was hurt a couple weeks, I believe, and then also
Always.
Mecole would get his touches, and But Watkins, it's going to be his last game as a Chief in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
because they have to cut his deal, just because you have to give Patrick Mahomes a new deal, and you
for
have
$40 million more.
You have to win the Super Bowl this year, because once Mahomes gets his contract, he eats up all of your salary cap. So I've always been of the opinion that you need to win the Super Bowl on your
rookie deal.
Look at who hasn't. Who wasn't on the rookie deal and won a Super Bowl. It's like Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and
Tom
Brady. And they're all Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Everybody else, no. Russell Wilson was rookie deal.
Aaron Rodgers was on the second deal.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
I love Aaron Rodgers.
Fuck him.
He did. I mean, look,
Patrick Mahomes is better.
The 2 turnovers really screwed me last night because both of them turned into touchdowns. But man, what a waste of talent over there in Green Bay. Constantly never having a defense.
Besides Devontae Adams, he's never had really a defense.
He's never had a defense. I saw his postseason numbers. He's thrown for 40 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 5,200 yards.
Okay.
This is in
Patrick Mahomes is thrown for 9 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
I'm just saying. Well, Patrick Mahomes is unfucking believable. But just when you take a look at it,
that touchdown run is the best Chiefs play of the
I was insane
of the decade. You could say that, right?
I would agree.
Yeah, it's a new decade. Of course, you could say it.
I wasn't even thinking about that, but yes, sure. Yeah, that was unreal. Legitimately, I'm sitting here. It's just get 3 before the half, and
my asshole is clenched the whole time because I don't want him to get hurt.
On the goofy spin and then fall towards the end zone, I was a little nervous. I won't lie. But yeah, man, he's something else.
My buddy was like, "Yeah, sorry, this is great." He live bet the Chiefs plus 5.5 in the first half after it was 17-0 or whatever it was.
14.
Yeah, and then he also bet for it to be tied at half. So he had 3 things that could have worked out, and I'm like, everybody else was like, "Yeah, man, hope it happens for you." I'm like, "No, fuck you, dude. I want the Chiefs to go into the half with the lead," and then they did. And then literally the next 5 seconds later was that touchdown run, and I'm like, "Fuck you! That was the fucking play of the fucking year." Because it was such a good run. I texted you and I texted Brian. Well, I'm erect.
Yeah, we all were.
And in the middle of it though was my other coworker, who's a woman, said touchdown. I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I did not send this send it to the right people, and I did. It was literally sandwiched in there.
That's actually awesome.
It was mortifying. But yeah, so that touchdown run, the Sammy Watkins is being wide open. Touchdown.
Yep.
It was 60 yards, and Mahomes just does that with no effort.
Flick of it, yeah, it was ridiculous. It was very Vickish. It just, I don't know.
I am concerned going into the Super Bowl because the Niners have a really good defense.
They do.
But it's Patrick Mahomes second. They have a really good running game because Kyle Shanahan is a fucking genius with his scheme.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
But again, he was the offensive coordinator when they blew 28-3, so gonna hang that up there until that game.
I don't know. I would say that I genuinely don't think there's a defense that in our lifetime that we've watched that could contain Patrick Mahomes. Drive in and drive out. I just think that
he only has 2 games in his career where he didn't throw a touchdown pass.
It's just
that was his first start against Denver, and then one of his starts against Jacksonville last year, and they still won the game. So that it's unheard of, but he constantly scores touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying. He's good. One way or another, the 49ers are going to have to put up points, and at a certain point, they're not going to be able to walk in there again and say, "Hey, Jimmy G, only throw the football 8 fucking times."
Yeah,
it's unrealistic because
Tyrann Mathieu and Frank Clark alone,
like I said,
they shut down the run better than most other teams, which is crazy. And I was saying, "Fuck this Steve Spagnuolo hire," but fucking A,
we both were. Out. I told you that it was terrible, and then boy was I wrong.
Actually, I think I was like, "Yeah, it's still got to be better than Bob Sutton." But yeah,
Was your take, yeah.
yeah. So, and then eventually I got fed up with it, and then it just completely 180'd and showed that like they're one of the best in the league somehow.
I don't know.
It was really like Steve Spagnuolo like adjusting, I guess, with like everybody getting healthy, but also Tyrann Mathieu just going full ape shit on everything.
He is absurd.
Great.
And he needs to now, considering like Juan
yeah.
down. He's just got to make up for so much more out there now.
Yeah, and I said it when they signed him and had cut Berry. It was the perfect replacement for Eric Berry.
Yeah.
And look where it's gotten us now.
For sure.
Yeah, but also, funny thing to think about. Last year, D Ford's not offsides. The Chiefs win that game. They're looking for back-to-back Super Bowl wins because they beat the Rams.
Everybody beats the Rams.
Yeah, they definitely would have beat the Rams, but...
What a fraudulent football team that is.
Fucking D4 was on sides. God damn it.
I'll never understand how somebody lines the fuck up.
Right? And usually
Also,
the
you
ref,
just
like, lets you know.
Look at it. Look
Yeah.
at the ball. You gotta know.
Yeah, your foot's past the ball, dude.
It was not even close. Like, my God.
But me, of course, me at the bar at the time was like, no, he was on sides. This is bullshit.
Well, you
It's
have
totally
to.
on sides, yeah.
But-
Just like the Bashaud Breeland interception.
Definitely not a pick, but it was a pick.
Everyone's like, oh, no, it hit the ground. I'm like, I know it did, but I don't want it to be called that way. There's not enough conclusive evidence to overturn it.
Turn the shoulder blade in. Just the blade, though.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was so exhilarating to finally see a conference championship win. Just 2 playoff wins. Still great to see.
Yeah.
Because they usually fucking blow it by this point. When they put in Marcus Mariota in the red zone...
Stop playing. Did
I got fucking non-flashbacks.
Yeah, like, PTSD over there?
Yeah, I'm like, he's going to fucking throw it to himself for a touchdown again, isn't he? This is bullshit. But then it was like a 3-yard run or something, but...
Yeah.
It was really stupid.
So I don't understand.
And of course they had the fat guy touchdown too.
So the former Eagle Dennis Kelly touchdown?
Yes.
Traded over for Dorial Green Beckham, who was one of the worst receivers I've ever seen in my life. What a shit show that guy was. Dorial Green freaking Beckham, a second-round pick.
Yeah,
6'5", crazy speed for a guy of his size. Had good hands.
He was a chief for a day.
Had an extent. Was he?
Yeah.
All right, then.
It was him. Oh, who was the other guy? Fuck. Kelvin Benjamin. They were both like Chiefs for a day. Kelvin Benjamin was like 3 weeks, but...
Did not know.
Dorial Green Beckham, I'm pretty sure he was a Chief for like 1 day.
Weird as hell.
Yeah.
Well, he's garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Or was, because he's, long gone. Of the NFL, by the way. I don't think he's dead.
He'll probably be in the XFL.
Probably. Like, why not?
Yeah. And you know what's great? We can bet on the XFL.
Like, I don't know that I'm going to bet on the XFL.
I'm going to.
Like, we'll see. Well, let's just see what I can get my pot back up to.
If PFT from Part of My Take makes it onto that team, I'm just betting over 3.5 field goals every time that team plays.
That's hilarious, actually.
It's such a stupid bet over 3.5 field goals, but like sometimes you know it's going to happen.
Yeah. Combined or?
Yeah, combined.
Yeah. It's an easy bet.
All right. So you had some things that you wanted to actually like rant about.
Did I?
Yes. In the span of like the 3 weeks where I was dying and
okay.
We were not recording.
Gotcha.
I will pull it up.
Well, that's good because this'll trigger a memory for me, and I'll probably lose my shit right away.
Yes.
Right when I hear about it. Download Poker Stars if you guys haven't, by the way. So while he's searching through on that, Steve plays blackjack because he's a chump and who wants to lose playing internet blackjack. That's why he has no money in his accounts, in his gambling accounts, that is. He's a very wealthy, tall, handsome man, by the way, for all of you females who listen.
Unfortunately, none of that is true.
Most of it's true.
I'm a very short, ugly, fat man.
That's not true. Girthy, I think, is the word. And if you hear girthy, that's a promising
I feel like you're
characteristic.
trying to talk about my penis now.
I
feel like girthy is like only used to like.
If they take it that way, is it? I can't be held responsible for that. That's their own dirty ass mind.
All right, I found your topics.
All right, fine. But I'm just going to conclude that thought real quick. Definitely download Poker Stars and then message the Whiskey Ramble podcast on Twitter, which I can't remember what the thing is.
It's at Whiskey Ramble PC.
Right.
Because we are very PC.
Podcast. Yeah, because one letter too long. Whiskey Ramble Pod. I was
know,
going to say
right?
we should change it
to
whiskey to the remove the E.
Yeah, I forget what we were doing, and then we were talking about it, and I got home, and I took this mean shit, and I made it, and I'm like, all right, here's the login. You're like, that's quite a productive shit.
Right?
That's where all the work gets done.
That is where everything gets done. But yes, message us over there to get my credentials on that, and we'll join a table together, and I'll take your money. That's where my money's being made at this current juncture.
Poker stars.
Yeah.
All right, so electronic scooters, skateboards, and mopeds, or whatever the
Fuck those people.
things people ride now.
Yeah.
What was it?
All right, so maybe you'll know what it's called. Have you ever seen like the videos that come up on any of the social medias that you have, where it's like that like LED-ish kind of a skateboard, but it's like not
Like your waves.
Sure.
It's like a wave board.
I don't know, but like it goes this way. I know that the people can't see what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And you stand on it, and I swear, like, I don't know if you just think or slightly lean forward, and it like takes off.
Oh yeah, dude, I know what that is. I just don't know the name of it.
Neither do I. But so I went down to the city for training, right? Which is ridiculous. And I'm down there, and look, I'm angry. It's cold. It's windy. I don't want to be there because I hate the job. And
I warned you.
and I know, and I appreciate it. But I get out. I'm like, you know what? I'm at least I'm gonna tackle a food truck today, and I'm gonna make this a productive and worthwhile visit. It's the only thing you can do. So I get out the train station. I walk up the stairs, and there are multiple people riding those fucking board things that like you just have to, I don't know, think.
I think you just
or like
lean. You just lean.
Maybe lean the tiniest bit forward and like. I don't know if it was everybody's first fucking day, but I got ran into twice.
Really?
And I thought there was like a fucking flash mob or something. There weren't that many people there, but like maybe the world's smallest, there we go, flash mob ever. But fuck those people. Like, they were all grown adults. Just walk. It is 8 o'clock in the morning.
Were they fat?
No. They were in suits nicer than mine. Like, first of all, I guess maybe I'm doing something wrong, but like, I don't exactly have not nice suits. So it's weird walking around miserable and cold at 8 o'clock in the morning to a training I don't want to attend. And here are these grown-ass men, and there was a woman there too, riding these goofy-ass think boards that you just lean forward, and you're like, this is going to take me to my destination. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Just be a person like the rest of us, get a cup of coffee, and walk to work.
Electric scooter adult.
Electric scooter adult.
No, it's literally an electric scooter, and it's not what you're talking about.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. Although I have seen people on scooters down there too, like the regular like Razor scooters.
Now I'm seeing like these like wheelchair things that look pretty badass. I kind of want one.
Well, I mean, you are obese.
I have a bad knee.
I have a knee. Here's my note.
Oh my god! It's only $3,500.
Jesus.
But look at it.
All right, look, that's badass.
Vroom vroom, motherfucker. Beep, beep. It's literally like a fire truck fucking scooter with like a gaming chair.
Oh yeah, it's solid.
And vintage mobility Gatsby vintage scooter. No, so it's the Great Gatsby.
Godspeed.
I see what they're doing. Godspeed, Gatsby. It's FDA approved. That's great. $3,500. Let's buy it. Yeah, the worst part of the city is like walking, and I'm a fast walker, but now every time like that I'm walking, I'm in pain because of my knee in the city. It sucks. So like I'm literally like, just trying to maneuver around, and it's where I can thank the countless Flyers games I've been to, because I can always find like the opening in like the walking lanes.
Running back vision.
Yeah,
I got it.
and it's like
It's all those years watching Jamal Charles, one of the best in the game.
yeah, future Hall of Famer.
100%. Hook 'em horns.
So like I do this, and then like I'm so like into like trying to like get around these people that I don't realize that intersection's right there. So then I'm like usually like, oh fuck, all right, damn, I could have died, but I didn't.
I was just gonna say, not the worst of decisions.
Yeah, as long as the Deceptive bus hit me too, that'd be great.
Jesus.
Yeah, because even if I survive, that's a huge lawsuit.
We'll have to delete this out of the pod now, otherwise they're going to think it's premeditated. This guy pretended to walk in the middle of the intersection.
No. They could clearly see me. I'm big. I'm a big dude. You can spot this hair a mile away. So it looks terrible right now. But yeah, it's, walking in the city, it's fucking terrible. Have you ever actually taken, like, the subway?
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. I hate it.
It's an awful experience. Absolutely
Yeah,
awful experience.
The worst because, like, then you get, like, the homeless guy that's, like, cracked out, and you're, like, trying to just avoid it.
All right, so
You try to avoid their existence, but, like, it's the worst thing you do to them.
what is worse? What is worse? Let me add, the guy who's obviously clearly homeless, right? Who the one that you're talking about?
Like in the street, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like just
I saw
sitting
the same
there
guy. Did you see the same guy
with a
right
dog.
by- Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad as
dog,
fuck because
yeah.
he's got a dog.
Right on the way to Wawa, there's a guy.
I'm going the other way. I'm going back
Oh.
towards the station.
Yeah, going towards Wawa, there's always one guy. He always looks like equally the same amount of dirtiness every single time I see him, and he's got the same board, and then he's usually passed out.
Either way, man, what is worse? Those people who you can clearly tell you're the homeless, like severe grade A, like this is homeless.
Yeah.
Or the guy who just needs $5, man. Sorry, I forgot my wallet in a suit, but it's definitely like he stole it off like 8 different racks pieced together, trying very hard to not look homeless, but is definitely also homeless.
Oh man, yeah, one of those guys got me before, and then
Awful.
Like, I was meeting up with my sister for lunch, and then, like, the next week, she's like, oh, the same dude just came up to me, and I was like, motherfucker, it's when
Dude.
I'm getting away from me.
It's awful. That's the one that makes me more uncomfortable
Yeah.
because they talk so much right at you,
Yeah.
and they're so like confident and to them convincing, but like to me, I'm like, you're strung out on some everything. Like, you need to walk the fuck away from me. He's like, I just need like 3 quarters, man. You got 3 quarters? You can spare 3 quarters? I forgot my wallet. Like, I'll get you tomorrow. And I'm like, we're just gonna hit up tomorrow. I'm gonna meet you here at the same time for 75 cents.
Yes.
Walk away, man. Walk away.
Yeah, it's always just awkward and embarrassing, and you just try to avoid the existence, but then they feel less of humanity.
Well, look, we're not doing anything more or less to strengthen or weaken their position in life.
Yeah.
Or their view of it.
Yep. And there's always the time, like, you don't smoke, and I used to smoke a lot heavier. So you would have a cigarette, you'd be outside for a cigarette, and then they would come up to you like, yo, man, can I get a cigarette? It's like, yeah, sure, here. Oh, man, can I get a light? God damn it. Yes, here. And then they want to talk, and it's like, no, I'm just here to get my nicotine and quicken this death process. And they just want to talk. The one time we were there for like this huge like meeting thing, and then me and my coworker were smoking a cigarette, and this guy came up to me, and because I'm dressed like for work, he's like, oh man, I want to be like you, look at you. And I'm like, no, I'm really fucking depressed, dude. You don't want to be like me.
So I walked into, I very rarely will go into a Walmart, right? But I went to
Fucking
two
hate
different,
Walmart.
right? I walked into 2 different PetSmarts trying to find my dog's food, and they were out, both of them. It's just like, fuck, I gotta, like, where else has dog food? So I was like, all right, Walmart
Any
has
fucking grocery store.
Giants don't have mine either.
There's
So,
a specific dog food you get. You can't like change it.
well, we have now, but like when he was like a
Oh.
littler guy, like there was a specific thing the vet told us, or not the vet, the breeder told us to keep him on. So
Guess that's less weird.
yeah, he's much easier now. I just give him a burger and an omelet and call it a day. But no, so like I walked in and again, like I have all nice suits. I almost never leave the house not in a suit. I met up with our buddy Ryan for dinner the other night, and he was like, I've never fucking seen you not in a suit, man. Didn't even realize that it was you. I was like, sure, it's not the massive weight gain, but okay. But so I walk in, and there's the Walmart greeter, which is a fully functional, able-bodied human. Didn't know that they were allowed to do that. And he was like,
You were expecting like the 85-year-old man
definitely.
with his fucking cane.
Yep, any of it. But this kid, and he was just like, man, are you a teacher? And I'm like, maybe I'm not that well-dressed. What the fuck are you? No? And he's like, oh, man, you look like you'd be a teacher. I'm like, what part of me looks like I would be a teacher? He's like, well, you're just in like a suit. And I was like, when was the last time you attended school? Because I'm pretty sure they wear like jeans and stretchy pants now. Like everything's super casual.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like a
what do you
polo.
think
They wear
I'm fucking
polo.
right? Like, what do you think I'm fucking teaching, man? So at that point,
Gym.
I walked.
Because because they are the ones that literally just wear like sweatpants.
That's true. The
all they had to wear.
bike button shorts.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I teach gym. What? Yeah, PE, physical education.
On purpose.
On purpose. Like, I went to school for this.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know people actually went to school for that, but that's what they do.
Yeah, I think it's just like elementary education.
No, but like...
There's the physical education thing.
Yeah.
Damn, I should have done that.
But like, why?
I'd be a great teacher. All right, this is another thing. All right, do you have like any teachers that you like realize that you really let down given where you are in life?
I don't know. Most of my teachers had like no expectation for me because they thought I would never be able to keep up a 4.0 GPA the way that I did, never going to class. And jokes on them, I still have that and still don't go to class. So like, I don't really understand how I would have let them down, but I assume you do.
My 8th grade gym teacher. She was the only one to ever tell me to like, you should do this.
Be a gym teacher?
No, it was literally try out for volleyball in 9th grade. So I did it because it was the first time somebody actually showed like, hey, look, you're good at this. You could do well with this, so you should try out for the team. So I did, and then they basically told me that to try out next year in anticipation of a growth spurt because I'm very short, but I was still good at volleyball.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so there was huge heightism going on.
Height supremacist over there.
Yeah, and because like the coach was also like my substitute, like my long-term substitute teacher for science, and I was like, yo, dude, like what the fuck? Because he was a younger guy, and like I was like, I literally said, dude, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, man, just try out again next year, you know? I'm like, you just want me to grow, right? He's like, I can't say that.
But we are height supremacists.
But it's basically the reason why I was cut. Yeah, I can't say that. Okay. So I never tried out again.
You should have tried out, man. I can see why that you're having, what, 15 years later, depression over it.
Yeah, I should have played volleyball. Yeah, we're be out on the beach right now playing volleyball. Other than that, no. All my teachers like, Steve, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you're smart. We can tell you're smart, but you don't do anything. Right.
Yeah.
And then I was working 40 hours a week at the piece of shit theater, and I was like 18.
That was the worst place for any of us to get a job and find success.
Yeah.
Because like the level of success that we got, like I still remember the conversation with my father. I got promoted when I had gotten promoted, and like I said, I was 18 or 19 years old, and I was making like, I don't know, $45,000 a year.
Fuck, man.
And 3 fingers in again, so I think we're up to like...
This is about half the bottle.
No, you're not. You're the neck and then some. You're like a third of the bottle.
Okay, that's fair. Call 3/5.
There you go.
I don't know how fractions work like that. I didn't
Not
pay attention
well.
to fractions.
But
so yeah, you're talking to your dad.
So yeah, I'm talking to my
promoted
father.
to like manager. Like,
yeah, and I'm like, why would I go? Because I did not go right to school. By the way, I was playing baseball and doing other dumb shit. But
me too. I was just working there 40 hours, 50 hours a week, and
but that's the thing.
Drinking and smoking a lot of weed.
Well, I wasn't doing those, but I was like, Dad, why the hell would I sit there? I'm going to make in 4 years. I'm going to make whatever 45. A year over those 4 years, and then why would I do the college thing and pay 45 a year over 4 years?
Yeah.
And he's like, Shane, you're dumb. I'm like, I don't think I am.
Yeah.
I've run the numbers.
Yeah. This is how I ran the numbers, and I didn't go to school. I was like, I'm not in debt. Not going to school.
Right. But here's the thing.
I'm making more than all my friends right now. Not going to school. And I wasn't even making that much.
So I did make good money when I was there. And
yeah,
like I think
you
I
actually got
ended
promoted.
up
I just got the fucking shaft at the beginning.
Constantly. But
Yes.
like you got just that taste that kept you there. Well, I also got just a taste that kept me at the level that I was at.
But you kept getting raises. Me, I was basically...
No, but I got capped out over the last 4 years. I made 58, I think, every year. The last...
They also gave you the whole fucking runaround, too.
Oh, they did.
Which I was getting, like, there was no room for me to advance because they just wouldn't give me the fucking position that I was clearly...
And already doing. Like, let's just call that for what it was. But that was a terrible place. And I'm sure everyone that like listens to this has a place where you're like, man, I could be manager next week. They could promote me. Don't take it. fucking, if you're of the college age or like you want to go back to school and you're about to get a promotion somewhere, fucking don't. Because you're going to make every single excuse possible to stay there.
Oh, dude,
and make shit money.
I fucking had a bomb dropped on me Saturday night. My friend's wife, she also works at a bank. They just raised their minimum wage to $17.
Again?
Theirs is $17, not mine.
No.
That's more than I make. And then the lead teller, which is basically what I do, is $20 minimum.
Yeah, so, but this is the one that was on New Year's Eve. They hired higher than what we make, right?
Yes, I think. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to need you to write this bank down.
Yeah.
Slide it to me like an offer sheet across the pod table right
just
now.
Just find like a branch that has 2 openings, just go there.
And that's it. This is a package deal. We're going to show up like stepbrothers in tuxedos. I hate that movie, by the way. I fucking hate both of them.
It's a great movie.
I
love John C. Reilly.
I hate John C. Reilly and I hate Will Ferrell.
Come on, man. Have you ever seen Dewey Cox?
No.
You should watch it. It's
I'm going to not watch that.
No, it's a great movie. Man.
I'm definitely not going to watch it.
It's such a good movie.
I don't care.
It's such a good movie. All right?
Hard no, man. I'm out on that.
Come on, man. It's John C. Reilly at his finest.
I hate John C. Reilly.
Why do you hate him?
Because he's a moron.
Have you ever seen him in Steve Brule?
I've never even heard of that.
Oh my god, it's so stupid. It's a really stoner show. But
what part of me looks like I would fit in on that Watcher's view?
You like Letterkenny?
Letterkenny's brilliant.
It is. It's actually brilliant. This one's just stupid shit.
See?
But
hard no.
It's literally just.
Did you watch the new season of Letterkenny?
No, I hadn't gotten past season 3.
What the fucking. All right.
I know. I gotta figure it out. I gotta fucking figure it out.
You can go watch it with Steph. I think she's on the 3rd season now too.
Yeah. See, my thing is like I will fall asleep and I'll wake up and it's always like that the Puck Bunny scene, and they look exactly the same and it's so fucking hot and it's
amazing.
I think I'm just gonna go, take care of myself. But
See, I've watched that scene entirely too many times too.
But yeah, it's just not good. But yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
You had something else. It was something about elevators and chewing gum.
Say this
Trapped
again?
in an elevator and somebody is chewing gum like an asshole.
Yeah, that is a serious problem. So I have multiple problems that kind of fit all in the same scheme right now or same conversation. If you are on an elevator and you chew your gum like a literal horse, I think that society deserves the opportunity to punch you in the cunt just once. Just once. Let's just see how this feels for the both of us. Like, maybe you've learned a valuable lesson in life. You will no longer chew gum like an asshole, or maybe at all. And, like, I won't have to punch you. Like, holy dick. It's the longest elevator ride ever.
Yeah.
It is so not okay.
I hate elevators to begin with. Like, they kind of freak me out. Like, kind of, like, get, like, very quick vertigo.
I get that.
And then it's like, then there's, like, 7 people in there, and, there's always at least 2 fat guys and then me, who's somewhat of a fat guy. And it's like, this is just awkward. And, like, I'm sweating because I'm fucking speed walking from the train to get here on time. So, like...
Me too.
Then I start sweating because I have always had this problem with sweat. Like, I just sweat grotesquely.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Even when I was skinny.
I think it's our diets, honestly.
I don't know.
I think we just eat like shit.
I didn't always... Yeah, I did. I always ate like shit. But, like... Man, that's why, like, I can't have long hair, but I just refuse to get haircuts.
Twice a year.
Literally, at most.
That's, we learned that on the last pod.
What, did I get a haircut twice a year?
Twice a year.
Yeah.
I listened to our last Whiskey Ramble again this morning while I was cleaning, just to, like,
really
remember.
Was that after I said something?
Yeah.
I was too drunk last night to say anything more than that's a little bit weird. So Shane texted me. All right, this is weird. All right.
No, man.
I'm questioning like you as a person.
Nah.
All right, I'm gonna skip the first one.
We're like family, man.
Well, yes, that's true. But I'm legitimately more excited about this win and appearance than I was for the Eagles, which is fucked.
No, it's not.
I think it is.
No, because here's the thing.
You had never seen a Super Bowl before.
I had not.
Yeah, so you can say you're almost as excited, but
no, I legitimately think I'm more excited.
Why? It's because Patrick Mahomes.
Your team is so much more fun, and going in, I have so much more faith that your team will have a competitive football game than what a Nick Foles-led Eagles team versus the fucking Patriots again. Like, to me, I was pissed off that the Patriots were there. I was pissed off that Carson Wentz got robbed of his opportunity to be in that particular situation. No knock on Foles and what he had done up to that point, and obviously during that Super Bowl, but who the fuck could have anticipated that? Like, to me, I was like, man, I'm so glad that we're here, but what a fucking way to end again.
Yeah.
Losing a Super Bowl to the fucking Patriots.
So, this is a funny thing that I was thinking about last night. Well, sorry, this morning when I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning from my post-Chiefs nap.
Nice.
Was we started the Always Next Year podcast, and then the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
And then the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
And now we've kind of, like, just veered off into our own things. And
Yeah.
the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. It's just...
All right, man.
It's just how life works
So I guess we
out,
got to
man.
keep it
Yeah.
called in some way, the Always Next Year.
No, because, like, it's literally, veering off, doing our own thing. But, yes, it's just the beginning of Always Next Year podcast, Eagles win the Super Bowl. The end of it,
Chiefs go to the Super Bowl.
Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl.
All right, well, I dig it.
I think I'm going to put all my money on the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. The odds should be pretty close. It's a tough
Are you
game.
going to put it on the spread or just
No,
outright?
Outright. Chiefs outright. Watch, they win by 1 point. Thank God I did outright.
Right. What do they open up as 2.5 point favorites?
I don't know. I was just on it, and I guess I'll go
I think it was 2.5 points.
Here's the thing with FanDuel. Like, it doesn't, like, say that you're logged out, but you're logged out.
I know, it drives me crazy. And it lets you go
It's
all the way
1.5
through.
points.
1.5?
Yeah.
So it always lets you get through all the way to the place to bet thing, and then it's like,
Yeah.
you are currently logged out. So then you log in, and it doesn't save what you just tried to put in. It's so dumb.
I thought, oh, yeah, there it is. Game MVP. Okay, guess who the odds are.
What's up?
Patrick Mahomes is plus 100 to be the game MVP.
Sure.
Second is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah.
That's
no.
That is just moronic. It would have to be Kittle and Kelsey would have to be the next two.
I don't know. Where's Tyron Matthew?
They're not going to give it to a safety.
Plus 5,500. Putting $5 on that. I'm doing it right now.
You're so dumb. Although you're never going to get a better odd than that, so you might as well.
Log in and place bets.
See? Dumb as hell.
Dude, I just think, he's going to do it. And then I'm going to put other money on Patrick Mahomes to get it because I think he does get it.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yeah. But, I mean, defensive players win a lot. It's usually a defensive player, a wide receiver, or a quarterback.
Okay. I thought you were about to just... It's either a defensive player or an offensive player. It's like,
No.
all right, man.
Well, I would be right with that
Yes.
analysis, but no.
Booger. Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
What's up?
I have $65 in here, and it just said 40. And I just placed a bet. What the fuck? Did I win a bet?
You may have had a...
It's confusion. Or no, I think it's 'cause
credit.
yes, from the
Yep.
login thing. Okay, wow.
Yes, sir.
$65. That's 25 more than I thought.
All right, well, that's at least 60 to the Chiefs going by at least one.
I know.
Or by at least the 1.5.
Other fucking stupid prop bets by themselves.
So I keep... All right, so years ago when I used to have a bunch of people in the neighborhood and stuff, they'd come over and they'd watch the Super Bowl there. We'd go online, we'd find like a prop bet sheet of a bunch of dumb shit. And we'd print it out, and then we'd write it all up on like a giant whiteboard that I had at the old house that burnt down.
Oh, yeah, that's Stephanie burnt down. Okay.
Yep.
I feel like we always have to get at least one reference.
one dig that Steph burnt the house down. Especially for the insurance investigators who are definitely listening to this still after all these years. So we would sit there and we'd all go out. We'd all get like $100 in like ones, fives, and like a couple tens. And we would just bet the entire night. And we would just throw cash onto like the coffee table. And then it was like an honor system. Like there's no way that we were ever correct. Like we would sit there and we'd be like, all right, man, I'm going to bet $3 that the Gatorade's going to be orange at the end of the night. And like, it would be blue. And I'd be like, I definitely bet blue. And like half the room would be like, we bet blue. So I think we'd all like bring $100 with us. And I don't think anyone ever left with more than like 110. But we should definitely, oh, you're not coming for the Super Bowl anyway. But
I might.
All right. Well, if you do,
I don't know. They did have that one loss here.
I know. Well, I'll have to drive you home at halftime is what would happen. It's just to shake the things back up.
Yeah, but I kind of want to see Shakira and Jennifer Lopez because they're so hot. Like, it's the only reason I want to actually watch a halftime show. Just like when Katy Perry did it. Just I had to watch it because it was her.
Because it's Katy Perry.
Yeah. But
actually, Stephanie's one friend who semi-looks like Katy Perry is going to be here.
Okay. So there will be women here.
Oh, yeah.
Single.
She is not single, but I can certainly work on bringing some additional single women.
Okay. All right. Maybe I'll come here.
There you go.
Just bring my bottle. I'll be off the next
I'll already
day.
have one here for you. It's all good.
I still have 11 beers because I came here and I literally drank one.
Yeah, what the hell happened that you only drank one beer?
I was already really drunk, and I think I still had whiskey. So
Right.
I don't know. But, yeah, I only had one beer, which is really surprising for me.
Yeah.
I am a functional alcoholic.
But that was like the beginning of your dying process, though.
Yes, that is true.
I think that was what it was.
Yes, it was the beginning of me dying, and I thought it was just, so I do get sick throughout the year, but it's always the same thing, and it's not a cold, it's not the flu, it's literally the Steve disease of I've been binge drinking too much and smoking too many cigarettes or using my e-cigarette too much.
Which is exactly what you said to me in the car on the ride home that night.
Yes, and then after another 2 days, I realized, nope, this is literal sickness. Because it's happening way too often, and I'm getting chills when I never got chills. So, yeah, I knew I was sick, and then I literally took Dayquil and Tylenol 4 times a day, and then I would get home from work and be like, maybe this is just alcohol withdrawal. I'll just try to drink. Take 3 shots. Nope.
Didn't work out.
Gotta get the NyQuil.
I love NyQuil. So good.
Then I would use NyQuil, and then the one Saturday, I fucking took, I had the NyQuil, Vapo Cools. It was like Vicks and NyQuil. So I took 4 of those pills, tried to sleep, and I took them at 10 o'clock, and I was awake until fucking 2:30. I just couldn't sleep. And then I was like, what the fuck? So then I took melatonin, and then I passed out. But it was like, what's the point of you, NyQuil? You're supposed to knock me out and heal me. But you're not doing it. You're not doing your job. You got to do a better job.
I use NyQuil for everything.
You literally drink NyQuil during the day. You were a savage.
Well, first of all, it's delicious. Second of all, I was never well, and that took the edge off just enough.
That was how he got his alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but yeah. So me, I still feel like some after effects of this dying thing. So maybe it is like the cancer.
Let's hope not.
I thought it was cancer. Like me, I'm like looking up. I looked up the fucking symptoms for pneumonia. I'm like, I might have pneumonia because if you drink a lot, you can get pneumonia. And then I was like, yeah, probably have pneumonia. Then I go into work and I say that. They're like, what? No, Steve, that's fucked up. You don't have pneumonia, do you? If you do, you have to go home. I'm like, no, I can't go home. So I don't have pneumonia. I've just re-diagnosed.
Common cold.
I've just re-diagnosed myself. It's probably the flu. Oh no, I have to go. No, it's just it. It's
a hangnail.
I don't know.
Damnedest
what it is.
thing.
I don't know what it is. It's just a bloody toe. I don't know. What did you say? Yeah,
exactly what you heard.
But yeah, I've never called out since my bank changed names 3 years ago, which is impressive for me. Because when I first started the bank, I would call out all the time because I'd be really hungover. And I would call out, and then I would leave sick because I was really hungover. But since we changed over, new Steve, I can get to work. I might be not good for the first 2 hours, but I'm still there. And then
that's just how you know that you've climbed the ladder and functional.
Yes. So you saw the email about me.
What? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Brian was like, this is not Steve. Nobody knows the Steve I knew before because I was such a fucking asshole 20 and 21 years old. So I was like, yeah, Brian's right. I somehow have come a long way.
Yeah.
And you know what? Minimizing my drinking has not been one of them, which is crazy.
Just escalated.
No, it's fucking weird, man. I fucking still drink as much as I ever did. I do it earlier, and I spill on the table, and I think it's finally hitting me.
There it is.
So I drink the same amount, basically, and then I fucking just pass out. And, melatonin helps, and everything, and also the fact that I have an extra like 45 minutes of sleep. Definitely helps now with our new hours. So
What time did you used to have to get there?
8.
Why?
We open at 8:30. Now we open at 9 and we have to get there at 8:45.
Like a normal one. Every place that I've been, with the exception of the one that I'm at most often now, gets there at 8:45.
Yeah, because there's nothing to do.
There's nothing to do. This branch gets me there at 8:30, and they're still fucking behind. Don't know how it happens.
Oh my god. Yeah, if there's ever any reason that I'm behind with the 15 minutes, it's because I had to take a shit. Yeah. And yeah. But yeah, so I still work at this job that I don't like, and really considering these custodial jobs I keep getting offered on Indeed.
You're getting custodial. Yeah, I feel like we talked about that last time, too.
Yeah, I might as well just be a fucking janitor.
They make better money.
Yeah. Or maybe I should just go to that other bank.
You probably.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Search for these banks that
I feel like the listeners of Whiskey Ramble need to hold us accountable at this point. Like, so Josh and I used to do this. Josh and I would do 2 by Tuesdays. Every week, we needed to put out at least 2 job interviews or job applications and resumes anywhere. Didn't matter. It didn't matter if it was fucking McDonald's. Just needed to get out there.
It was basically like you were on unemployment.
Give yourself an opportunity to talk to someone. So, like, if you're a listener of this pod, just every once in a while, just message us or put it on like the actual Twitter, not the messaging thing, the DM, not the DM, the regular thing.
Just call us out on the Twitter.
That's the one, and just be like, hey, did you lazy fucks apply for a job yet this week or 2? And we'll be like, shit, we didn't, and then we'll apply whilst working in our current jobs.
That's what I did before. And
That's what I'm doing right now.
It helped me get a raise to their minimum wage because I just left job searches up.
Yeah, so do I.
And I was like, yeah, there's nothing I can do for you until March. And then I just kept leaving them up. It's like, okay, yeah, I was able to do something. Then I realized they literally just bumped me up to their minimum wage.
Which is so messed up.
It's so fucked up. And I was like, so basically this is the minimum wage. Yes. So I wasn't making it before. Correct.
It's absurd.
So I've been fucked for these past 5 months. I guess. Well, I have. So now I'm thank you, but no thank you. But thank you for the money, but I'm still just not happy.
Can't imagine why.
And then I went back to the theater.
Bad life choices. Where are we at?
So full of bad life choices. How long?
We're at 1 hour and 2.
An hour and 2? I really thought it was like an hour and a half. Yeah, so then I went back to the theater and then got strung along for a while. Shane, you know all about that.
I think the listeners do at this point, too.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot about how much we hate our work.
Yeah.
And previous work.
I just want someone in like the Flyers organization to listen to this and be like, hey, you know what?
Well, they can't listen to this. They're going to have to listen to like... Or we got to start talking about hockey.
Disciples of Ed, yeah.
Yeah,
which I
Disciples of
missed. I hope it was a good show. But
It was a good show,
I was
actually.
dying. I was dying.
Yeah. Yeah, we sent thoughts and prayers your way on the pod. But yeah, it was a good show.
No wonder I didn't get better for another two weeks.
Yeah, Rob's... so Rob's working like a real person's job now.
It's about time.
Right? So
Well,
like he's
I guess
always
he
had...
does like the Army shit, so...
Oh, well, yeah, he does that. But like he's just always had the luxury of making really good money doing what other people would do for like side work. Okay. And like look, good work by him. He did that forever. But like, I think he's still definitely getting adjusted to what life is like
with an actual job and clocking in and everything.
Yeah. So like he has been exhausted and I feel bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've only, if you listen to both this and Disciples of Ed, we've only had one Disciples of Ed in the last like month also.
Yes. And also with this Whiskey Ramble being its own entity now.
Yeah.
I am thinking about me and Shane doing like a hockey show, primarily Flyers, but also like what else is going on that pisses me off or piques my interest that's going on in the NHL.
In the NHL, yeah.
Probably might do a football one. We might continue doing backyard beers and football. Well, I should say I might continue doing that with them. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, we'll figure it all out.
Yeah, we'll fucking figure it out. But yeah, but it's just the Whiskey Ramble is its own thing now.
Yeah.
It's the Whiskey Ramble podcast. You know, we'll have some hockey talk and some NFL, and then the good old classic Whiskey Ramble.
whisking, and rambling.
Yep. All the other ones I'll just be buzzed on. Well, it's not fair to say I have a drinking problem, so I'll probably be drinking during those too. It'll just be more segued for sports.
Yes.
As I've talked about a lot about sports today, because it's the only good thing I have going in my life right now is the Chiefs being in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Everything else sucks. Still lonely as fuck. Still no potential woman in my life. It's like I can't even like go out like to meet a girl. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Just
kill
bring
myself.
a book. Just bring a book and sit at a bar. But like go to a different bar. You'll look like the most
but
intriguing one
So
there.
many other bars are so far away.
Yeah, really not.
Yeah, I know. The one bar I go to is like fucking 8
3
miles
seconds
away.
away.
The one is 3 seconds away. The one's like 8 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. Just give it a go.
Yeah. Oh man. So I went to Hazy's Tuesday for lunch. I had to grab my name tag because I had like this Westchester thing I had to go to for work Wednesday, and I forgot my name tag. So
Fuck, we're doing what? Doesn't matter.
my new position. They had a
right,
workshop.
right.
So I go in. I'm drunk already,
Nice.
and I walk into my branch just to grab my name tag and some cough drops because I'm still dying. And fucking special one is like, Steve's here. And like I heard him say, I'm like, Chris, I'm like, I can fucking hear you. Like, what's funny about me being here? I have to grab my name tag for my workshop tomorrow. And then I leave and I go to the bar, just grab lunch, and I got really drunk the previous Sunday, the Chiefs Texans game.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I did at the end. I remember leaving. I don't remember like what else like I said or anything. How much I tipped? Probably like $30. So I get in and the owner comes up to me, and he's basically like, "What are you drinking?" I thought he was gonna be like, "Yeah, you can't come here anymore." After last week, nope. This everlasting fear in my mind of like, what the fuck did I do when I was drunk? So he gets me my drink. I'm like, "Wait, are you working?" Because he's an older guy. Like, I can't imagine him working. "No, I got your first drink though." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." I thought he was like buying me my first drink. He wasn't, but he was just grabbing it for me.
Oh, all right. I was like,
And-
maybe you did tip a lot. And he was like, this kid doesn't know what he did.
Yeah, no. I always tip very, very generously there because I get really drunk and I feel bad. But they have hosted me at this bar for the past 7 years of my life. I have to treat the bartenders well. So the bartender comes out. She's 6 months pregnant, working in a smoking bar, and I just can't. I can't fathom the idea of this. And she is always like talk to herself, kind of like while she's doing her job.
Yeah.
And like you can't tell if she's talking to you, and you can't understand what she's saying. And it's like, what? She's like, "Oh no, I'm just talking to myself. You know, it's just a lot crazier now because I'm pregnant." And I'm like,
Okay.
"Can I close out?"
I'm now uncomfortable.
I'm already uncomfortable seeing you as a pregnant woman working in this smoking bar.
Look at you, though. You're a good guy over here.
Yeah.
Worried
So-
about a fetus.
Yeah, this is the classic case of should have gotten an abortion. It's not fucked up because it's true. Like, you're in no fucking mental fucking livable state to have a kid, but here you are having one. Oh, God bless her, I guess. I don't even believe in God. But yeah, so she's working last night, and she comes in an hour late, and she just comes in. Same thing. I order drinks, and she's just mumbling, and me and the guy who's known her since like high school are like, "The fuck is she saying?" Literally, she's right there. She's like, "Oh, I'm just talking to myself." It's like, okay.
Fucking bizarre.
We both at the same time ordered cheesesteaks to go and closed out.
We're not going to risk this one tonight.
It's like, nah. Before she was pregnant, though, me and my buddy there, he was like, "I'll pay for your tab if you ask her whose dick she'd rather suck."
Did you ask her?
100% yes.
Nice.
He did not
Bad
pay for
answer?
my tab, and she didn't answer.
Well, that's unfortunate. On every single
Yeah,
way
she didn't
around.
answer, and I didn't get my fucking my tab paid for. This is bullshit. But we always exchange shots. So, do you have anything else?
I do not.
No, you're just invested in poker stars right now.
No, I'm not, I don't. Mm-mm. If I'm on PokerStars, you know that I am not paying attention to anything else around me, so I only play at work.
Well, that's usually when I play blackjack. So
That's what I'm saying. So, like, at a certain point,
but
like, I know.
I'm vocal about what I'm doing. So you're probably not saying shit to anyone.
No,
'Cause
absolutely
there's
not.
nobody to say shit to. Me?
No, I just talk
literally-
hockey with my one boss.
I literally say, I'm fucking stupid. Why do I keep doing this? And they're like, what? I'm like, I keep playing blackjack.
It is dumb.
And then they're like, yeah, Steve, what the fuck you doing? Stop. But, like, also, like, my boss is, like, the main point of my conversation with this. And I'm like, Mike, I really have a problem. He's like, what's going on? I can't stop playing blackjack, dude. I need to stop. I win, and then I lose 3 more. I really gotta stop. He's like, yeah, dude, you gotta stop. It's not like, Steve, you need to put your phone away when you're at the branch. Like use your fucking, what's it called? Fucking power to keep me away from my phone. Nope. I think he enjoys hearing my pains in blackjack.
I mean, I always
Because
enjoy
I
it.
also am doing my job well.
Yeah, well, that's a big
doing my
thing.
job, and then if it's slow and there's nothing going on, I'm complaining about blackjack. I don't think he cares, but he should care. This is my money, and I'm trying to strong arm him in my next review for a very high raise. But then he could just be like, "Yeah, Steve, just keep playing blackjack, though. You won't need this raise if you stop playing blackjack." You know what? You're not entirely wrong, but you're wrong.
Yeah, it's the principle of things.
Yes, I do my job. I do it well somehow. Alright, so I think that is the end of it. I killed 4/5 of a bottle. I don't know if that's a fraction. That is actually pertainable. Give me a fraction.
You have maybe like 28% of the bottle.
Are you kidding me? That's at least 40.
I think you're mistaken, sir.
I'm not blind. I have 4 eyes right now.
Four of them are not functioning well. We could put this picture on the Twitter,
I'll give
and we
you
will say
37%.
this is not a haggle job.
This is a haggle job.
Like-
That's a haggle. 10 for that, you must be mad. What was that? Monty Python.
Monty,
Logo.
yeah.
Monty Python is fantastic. All right. Well, while you are hopefully going back to your rooms to watch some Monty Python.
Nice.
It's a great show. Fucking love that shit. Great movies.
Movie, yeah.
Order some food
Oh, yeah.
from our great sponsors, Just Food.
Also, and I will let you continue this ad, but with Just Food, go anywhere onto Facebook or anything, look for Just Food. There is a review out on them right now, and they have won this thing for the last like 3 or 4 years. Keep letting them win.
Because they deserve it.
They do, because they're fucking delicious, and everything they do is wonderful. So vote for them in whatever this award that they're winning is. I should probably know what the award
Probably
is.
like Food of the County.
I don't know what it is,
I
but
don't
they've
know.
won it. They just keep fucking winning. So
All right, so search Just Food, vote for them to win because they deserve it. You can reach out to them at 215-794-FOOD, 215-794-3663. Did I get the number right, Shane?
Yep.
I did. This is impressive because I am now drunk. So yeah, get there, ask for Asian Rob, tell him Shane and Steve from Whiskey Ramble, Always Next to Your Podcast, sent you. Treat yourself, take it home. It's, Asian Rob is a very good friend of ours who I haven't talked to in months because I'm an asshole. But yes, Shane and him still have good contact because Shane does all the work for Whiskey Ramble here. I am just the drunk personality. So thank you, Shane,
You're welcome.
for everything that you do for this very decent podcast.
Yeah.
I think that is it. We will be back next week. We'll make sure of that because I'm no longer dying, unfortunately. So I will still be alive, so I have to do this show for you, the people, and for Shane's sanity to let some shit out when he's not in therapy.
It's true.
And me, I just get drunk anyway, so.
There you
And
go.
mine is as
Might
well.
as well talk.
Yes. All right. So, yeah, you can find Shane at Shane_Mead on the Twitter. You can find me at Schmitty324 on the Twitter. And you can find the new Whiskey Ramble podcast Twitter account. It is at Whiskey Ramble PC because we are PC.
Yeah, I didn't think that through when I changed it.
I know, but it's fucking funny.
It is true. It's ironic, so we'll roll with it.
So the Twitter itself is a work in progress. I will probably end up taking a shit tonight and trying to work on that because
There you
that's
go.
when the work happens. Hopefully Shane does the same.
I will. I promise.
All right. So we will catch you next week, where I will be more drunk.
A fighting man I used to be, revered and feared through Killarney. Now I'm back, hitching with the wind. But if Mickey Flynn should ever find me, I'll throw me shin all behind me and square off on that son of a bitch again. He cracked open a river too, he beat me Sunday through and through, and so jig over my unconscious frame. I won me healthy sheriff fights, well lucky son still have me life since Mickey Flynn beat me dumb